Okay, guys. I'm here early in nervous person fashion. I had to, I had to just do it. So I'm a few minutes early. Um, that's okay. You can join me when you can join me. But I think I said this yesterday when I posted that I get super nervous doing these. I don't know why. So welcome to my up potting station. Uh, this is what I do early in the morning. I sit here and I've done over the past couple weeks, I think 3 flats. Uh, this was one of the first ones that I sowed, I don't know, a month ago. The seedlings, I will say this about the seedlings. I really should have had the fan hitting them, I think, a little bit more because they're a little bit, I don't, like the stems aren't that strong, but that's okay because I'm going to bury them. Good morning, Kristen. Hello, Rowena. Yeah, those are... Hi, Nicole. Yes, I did it. I'm here. So, thank you for joining me. Can you hear me okay? Because I have the camera set back. And Hi, Lauren. I was afraid to set it too far back so that you can hear. I don't have a mic or any of that stuff. But so I've got my iPad here. I hope I don't make a total mess on it. Okay, the sound is perfect. Thanks, Nicole. I've got like the sweats and the nervous peas. I don't know why I get so nervous to do these, but I got to be a big girl. These are fun for me to do. I enjoy them so much, so I want to do them more. So I just got to get over this nervousness. So, okay, so my process. These are mostly, I think, my Kazulas and my Jarsons. As I'm looking at them, they're pretty much all Kazulas. I sat here and started a little bit of the process. So what I do is, what I am doing this year, I have these really awesome Bootstrap Farmer. I think they're 3.5-inch pots. And they're the equivalent to one of the red Solo cups, like the amount of medium that you can put in them. They're the equivalent to that. But they sit in these Bootstrap Farmer trays. And then there's like this insert that holds them. Now, I don't have as many of these as I do like trays and pots. And I have just sat them in this without the insert. It's fine. There's a little bit of like wobbliness to them, but it still works out just fine. So what my process that I'm doing is there is one seedling that is going in an orange cup, and then any other seedlings are going back into these cups. So one per seedling in these cups. So I've started the, oh, there goes, I just started, see that's how, they're kind of like flimsy, but that's okay. They'll perk back up. I figured out my greenhouse situation. I'm going to try to pay attention to the comments. I get going and I forget to read these, but I'm going to try to. Good morning, Essa. Okay, so yeah. What was I saying? Oh, my brain. But these are going out into the greenhouse where there's a lot more circulation. I figured out the heating. I maintain the heat. Last night we did a live with Craig LaHollier. And it was awesome. And I forgot to turn on the heaters. And by the time we were done that, and by the time I remembered, it was 10 o'clock. And the greenhouse had dropped to 51 degrees, which is fine. 50 is fine for, because all I've got out there right now is my micro dwarfs. And, but I am planning on taking my peppers out there. And I do not want it to drop below 50. And I was able to, one of the nights, it dropped down to 34 degrees, which it's going to tonight. And, it actually last night when I turned the heater on, it brought it back up to 58 degrees in just a few hours. So I have 2 little heaters in there, 2 little heaters, and it's doing well maintaining the heat and keeping it from dropping below 50, which peppers don't like anything below 50 degrees. They'll kind of get stunted. They won't die if it drops down to like 40 degrees, but they just don't like it. So I don't want to put them out there until I didn't want to put them out there until I knew I could maintain the heat level. So I can. So, but my tomato seedlings, once they're up potted, I am taking them out to the greenhouse because it'll just make them stronger. Being able to have that, breeze hitting them. These are just kind of flimsy. It's kind of, I need to get more fans in the basement is what I need to do. I feel like I'm talking so fast. Calm down. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, last night was epic. Lauren, I am yeah. Yep. It was so much fun. Like it took me like 2 or 3 hours to like come down off that high. I was up till like 1 a.m. just flapping my jaws to Ben. But okay, so let's get started. What have I done so far? So something new I'm doing this year is on the tomato and pepper plants that I'm putting in my garden. I am going to tie I think they're either plant tags or tree tags. I think when I bought them on Amazon, they're called tree tags. So what I started before I turned the live on. So basically I write, and then what you're going to do is you wrap it around the stem of your tomato plant. And then, because I have such an issue, I swear the squirrels like pull my tags out and go and bury them somewhere. Or by the time the plants get like so big, I can't find the tag where I put it. Or it gets like buried in mulch or something, and it's just so frustrating. So this way, I'll have it around the stem, and all I have to do is like, follow the stem down to the bottom of the plant, and there will be my tag. Or I can take the tag off and move it up the plant as it gets bigger so that I don't have to like search down below the, jungle for it. So that's something new I'm doing. So what I'm doing with these is once I have the pot filled, I'll bend these in half because they're pretty long. I don't want them sticking up and flopping around. And then I shove them down in the side of the pot. So I've been labeling those. And then for the little pots, I already have one tag in it. So one pot will get this tag. And then I write on a piece of masking tape and just stick it on the pot. And some of these have like masking tape labels from like 2 years ago, but I can tell the difference. So it'll be fine. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Okay. So let's continue on what I'm doing here. Oh, and another thing I wanted to tell you. So the big pots are getting, because these are the tomato plants that I want to go into my garden. I want them to do the best. I want them to have the best growth right now and just the best start. So I want these to succeed. These, the backups, I want them to succeed too, but I'm not being as precious with them. So what's happening with these is they're getting straight Fox Farm. Because I said this, I think I just said it to Lauren last night. Yeah, I think we'd ended the live. But I had said that I was lazy one evening because what I've been doing is I've been kind of mixing half and half. My own mixture of peat moss, vermiculite, perlite, and then some worm castings and some bat guana, so bat poo. And I mixed that up in that, and then I would cut open a bag of the Fox Farm here and do like half and half. Well, one day I ran out of I've got my big red tub here full of it. I ran out of it, and I had the Fox Farm that was sitting in the kitchen, so I just put some of that straight into the pots and planted some seeds in that. Oh my gosh. The plants looked so good within just a couple of weeks, and I can tell like the difference between my mixture and the straight Fox Farm. And so this stuff is magical. It's pricey though. I will say that I've spent quite a bit on this, but it's totally worth it if you can swing it. And if I could swing it, I would just use this from now on because it is amazing. Oh wow, we have 15 people here. Hello everyone. Hi Amanda. Yeah. When the second you up pot, Kristen said she's so glad she got the 3.5 pots because the seedlings were growing slow and the smaller ones. Yeah, once you up pot your seedlings, they take off. It's amazing, especially if you bury the stem of your tomato plants and your pepper plants. They usually do really well. All right, so let's see here. Is anybody else up potting? Hi, Kiki. Terry, no. I mean, so far I haven't had any seedlings like burn or die when I've up potted or even started them in the fox farm. Those seedlings looked amazing for me. Compared to the ones that were in my mixture, they were growing faster and looked healthier. So I don't know what kind of crack they put in this, but I find it to be really, really good. Yes, Lauren. Lauren's headed out today, so drive safe and come back to us soon. All right. What am I doing here? Okay, so let's just continue on what I was doing so I can actually get to the up potting. So Kazula 72 here. So I like to do all the tags and everything beforehand because once I get my hands dirty, then my hands are dirty. And writing on the masking tape, it makes it all messy. I've already forgotten what I was doing. Okay. I don't know how this video is going to do. So there's two in there. So I need one with masking tape. Oh, yesterday I started how Lauren started in these little pots, except she starts in these, but she only fills halfway with soil and then she plants the seeds. So I did that this year too. So, and then as they get going like this, then you fill more and kind of fill the soil up the stem, which is what I did with these. And some of them are still they're a little leggy because they're trying to beat each other. So I should have up potted these a little sooner, but yesterday I was adding soil to all of them and I started seeds for a lot. I'm like thinking to myself, oh my gosh, you're going to have so much up potting to do. So I was actually like the ones where I planted like 5 seeds and they all come up, I was just decapitating some of them. I just had to because I was like, I can't up pot all these. It's going to take me forever. Oh, yes. Happy Fresh Tomato Day. You know, it's National Fresh Tomato Day, everyone. Isn't that exciting? What was I doing? This is hard to, like, do. And all right. So I think I probably have enough that I can go ahead and get my hands dirty here. This one here is Kazula 125, and it only had one. Let me make a tag for it that popped up. So I did, like I said yesterday, I went through all my seedlings and I put more dirt on them. And there were some, let me reach back here, that I didn't get any germination for. So I wrote them all down. And then last night I went through my baggies of all of the seeds, pulled them all out. So I am going to start. I don't need to, but I'm going to. I'm going to start because I want to grow. I want to grow the ones I said I was going to grow. There's actually a couple here where I used all the seeds and none of them germinated. So I won't be restarting those, but. And then there was a few where I only got one seedling. And for some of those, if they fail, I'm going to be upset. So I did pull out those two, and I will start a couple more seeds for those. So in case the one doesn't work out, I'll have a backup. Oh yeah, yesterday I got an awesome letter that was full of pepper seeds. And I know it's a little late for me to start those, but I'm starting more seeds today. I'm starting more pepper seeds and then tomato seeds. But all right, so we'll do Kazula 125 first. So I'll tell you what, guys. I am on a carpeted room, but I do my potting in here because there's a TV right there, and you know, this is one of those boring processes that you just have to get through, and it does take some time. So I like to have some background noise, but It does. I do make a hot mess. I make a hot mess right here, but it's fine because this doesn't really have like any dirt in it. So it doesn't like stain your carpet or your clothes or anything like that. Actually, okay, so I don't want to add any soil. This stem looks long enough. I'm just going to pinch off the cotyledons here, throw them to the side. And I just kind of, I don't know if y'all need to see like the whole process or exactly what I'm doing, but I gently bring it. Oh, look at them roots. You can tell a healthy plant when it's got nice white, bright roots. And I'm actually just going to drop it in there. And then I'm just going to fill the pot with Fox Farm. This is my orange pot. And these orange pots were a gift from Lauren. Thank you, Lauren. And I will say this, and then I'm going to pop. Oh, I better label it. This was $125. So I'm going to fold this and stick it in the side here. Hello from the Netherlands. Hi, Dancing Vita. Oh, thanks, Deb. This is one of the shirts that Ben created. They're super comfortable. They're like, when we ordered them, I was just like, man, I hope they're not like crappy material, but these are nice. They're like a little stretchy and everything. And like, I've already washed this one and the, what do you call this? Logo. I don't know what this is, but it didn't like get messed up or anything. They're decent shirts. Okay, so since I only have one of those, I'll just toss this. And I like to like reuse my tags. So I will cross off the name here. And if there's any other area that I can write on the tag, I'll reuse it later. So I just toss that off to the side. I've already got dirt on my iPad. Oh, golly. Oh, well, it can't be helped. It's just Hot Mess Express right here. I told you I was going to be a mess. Okay, so next, let me get these tags out of the way. Oh, Chris, yes. Hi, Chris. Okay. See if I missed anything here. Oh, Kathy, yeah, I'm excited about the tree tags. I think they're going to be so helpful. All right, let's do, yeah. Look at, see how flippity floppity they are. Seedlings get strong when they're kind of beat up a little bit. So something that I just didn't do and I should have done is like run my hand across them, you know, pretend I'm the wind. And I didn't really do that all that much. I did have a fan, but I have such a long area and I try to move the fan around. I guess it just didn't do enough. So we'll have to figure out something for next year. All right. So I have my 3 seedlings. One goes in the orange. One I've already labeled with this masking tape, and then one will go back in this pot with this tag. So let's take the tag out. Okay. Oh, Terry said they're getting snow in Nevada still. Ugh. Yesterday I felt like it was spitting snow, or I don't know. It was cold. It was cold. Ben and I went to go get cattle panels for Materville, but I ended up not getting cattle panels because it was going to be such a hassle. We were going to have to like try to, they're 16 foot long, and we were going to have to try to put them on top of the truck because the truck is so small. And so I ended up getting welded wire, which I have a chunk of that wire that did fine for me already in Materville last year. And it probably saved me a couple $100 getting 200 feet of that as opposed to getting all the cattle panels. I think the cattle panels were going to be like $400, and each roll of the welded wire. The only thing I don't like about the welded wire is the holes aren't as big as the cattle panels, but it was strong. The stuff that I had up last year was very flimsy. I got it on Amazon, and you can actually just like take your hands and like squish the metal together. Once my tomato plants got so big, it took that whole fence down. It was a mess. I still got tomatoes, but it just was a mess. So we decided on welded wire, and I'm just going to use the fence that we took down that I had my tomato plants on that fell down last year. I'm actually going to use that as a the fencing that goes around Pepperville. Okay, what am I doing? This is hard to do. And I hope I don't mess up my seedlings here. Okay, so this one's going to go in this pot because I think this one's the best. So I'm like picking the best looking one to go in my orange pot. Let's see. You're not a mess, my friend. We love you. Thank you, Lord. I don't know. I feel like a mess. I feel like it. So, what are you all doing this morning, or have you done during the day? Oh, yeah, Kiki, give me some of that sun from Florida. I love Florida. Oh, I love to go to the Gulf Coast for vacation in the summer. Somewhere down there. Oh, my goodness, the ocean is amazing. Okay, this was 10. We looked at concrete reinforcement mesh. What we had in our Lowe's was a rusted, nasty mess. And I don't know. Is what you used rusty? Like, I'm sure it would be okay for like the seedlings, but Ben was like, "You're not getting that. You're gonna need a tetanus shot." I was like, okay." But yeah, that was something that we looked at yesterday. Oh, Kiki, really? You're on the Gulf Coast? Oh, I might take you up on that offer someday. Okay, so I need to pay attention because this one is not getting the straight foxglove. This one's getting my mixture, which isn't bad. I'm sure it's not bad, but whatever they put in the fox farm, like I said, it's like crack for tomatoes and peppers. So I just pack it in a little bit. So now it's standing up a little straighter than it was before. And okay, so I have another tray for these over here. And then one more of those. So I think I only started 3 to 4 seedlings for the most part on all of these. If you all have like any tips or suggestions of anything, I'm always open to trying new things. So please don't hesitate. I could use a little more. Okay. Tampa. Oh, you lucky. Rebarb successfully for steaks. Okay. Your fiance's grandma lives in Destin. Oh, Destin is. So when Jade was little, we used to go to Myrtle Beach all the time. I thought that was the ocean and the fun spot to go to. It is with kids. But then we had family members that have a place in Florida, and they invited us to go there in Destin one year. And ever since I saw the Gulf Coast ocean, the East Coast, I'm like, no thanks. Like Ocean City, like where I live, is where everybody goes. And I actually call it Ocean Shitty because it's gross. Compared to Destin or anywhere on the Gulf Coast. We've been to like 3 or 4 different places on the Gulf Coast. All of them are wonderful. Destin is probably the most gorgeous. But Ben and we don't like to go to like the same place more than just a couple of times. So we every year we pick somewhere different. I can't remember where we're going this year. Home Depot. I don't have a Home Depot, Rowena. But the stuff at Lowe's was just like straight up rust. Like it didn't have just a little bit of rust. It was just, it would have been cool if they, and I don't know if it's a thing, if they had like, what is it when they have like a coating, like coated, concrete mesh? Do they have coated? I mean, I wouldn't think that they would, if they're putting it in concrete, they wouldn't coat it, right? That's stupid. But yeah, it was, I was like, oh, it was a mess. Yeah, a lot of people go to Ocean City. I just think they keep going there because they've never been to the Gulf Coast. So they go there. I don't think you'd ever. Good morning, Teresa. Thank you for joining me. We're just having a good time, getting our hands dirty. There is something healing about putting your hands in dirt. The second I do it, it just seems, I don't know, I feel better. I've always been that way. When I was a kid, I would make mud pies. I was a very filthy, filthy kid growing up. Okay. Pop my seedling in there. These cotyledons are like really big. So I had, I don't think I had like any cazulas that did not germinate. Did I? 139/2 didn't germinate, but that's okay because I do have more seeds for it, so I'm starting more seeds for that. But all of the cazulas I started, and yeah, all of the jarsons I started. I'm looking back here at my notebook. So success with those. Let's hope that at least one of every plant makes it into my garden. So I will have lots of jarsons and lots of cazulas to taste test this summer. Pretty excited about that. This is actually the first year I'm growing any jarsons. Warren made me do it. Okay. Yeah, I think the second I get these out into the greenhouse where there's a little bit more air circulation, they'll perk back up because, I mean, they just look. They're fine. They'll be fine. They're just like this because they're just sitting in my basement. And my fan, I don't know. I guess I need to get a stronger fan. So this is one thing I wanted to, I talked about it last year in one of the videos. So when your little seedlings pop up, I don't know if you can see there. Do you see the cotyledons? They still have the seed cap on it, right? So I used to, a couple years ago, spit on my finger and try to take the seed cap off. I don't do that anymore because they find a way. They find a way themselves. I have seen where the leaves and stuff will be growing up scrunched under the cotyledons until finally it gets so strong that it pops the cotyledons apart. But I decapitated so many seedlings by doing that. I just don't do it anymore. The strong seedlings will find a way. There are some seedlings that don't get out of their seed caps, but I'm like, you know what? If you can't do that, then you're not a very strong plant. So I don't mess with them anymore. I just let them do what they need to do. I find when I mess with stuff more, being too fussy with it, I end up causing more problems for myself. So I don't mess with the seed caps anymore. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, Marilyn, thank you. Good morning. Okay. Making mud pies was the best playing as a kid. Oh, berries as decorations. Very cool. I had do y'all know what a oh, I better do I have the label on that? Okay, goodness. I need to pay a little bit of attention to what I'm doing because I could screw this up very easily. I think I've said it in a vlog before. We had this mimosa tree in our front yard. We do not have it any longer. I think I have one at the bottom. Yeah, I have one at the bottom of my garden trying to grow. It's very little. It's in the very beginning stages. I love mimosa trees. What I used to do, if you know what a mimosa tree looks like, it has like these leaves and then all these tiny little leaves on it. And I used to like take branches off of that and then I would scrape all the leaves off of it and I would fill like a bowl full of those leaves and pretend like it was rice or something. Like I was making some sort of a recipe. This is when I was a kid making my mud pies. But yeah, I love they get these poofy little pink flowers on them that smell so good. So the tree that we had in the front yard here was was growing up into the power lines. And the power company people, hired the tree company to come and trim away from the power lines. And one year they trimmed it, I guess, good enough that they killed it. And it died. Oh man, I was so upset. Every time I see those tree trimmers coming, I'm like, y'all be careful. I only have like one tree now. It's what is it? It puts on like white flowers. I don't know what it is, but it's a decorative tree. It's really pretty. And they had to trim it last year or the year before, and I was just like, please be gentle, be careful. You killed my precious mimosas. But yeah, I keep like we used to get seedlings all the time popping up, and I would try to transplant the seedlings to different places in the yard and get the seedlings of the mimosas to grow. I can't tell you how many I transplanted. None of them. They would grow a little bit and then they die. They are just finicky trees, I think. At least where I'm at. Or maybe I'm just not a good tree transplanter. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Linda. They're 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 okay. They're not as strong as I'd like them to be, but this is Kazula 105. Okay, 105. Let's find it. There's that one. All right. Oop, oop, oop. Hi, Cindy. Jarson's rolling. That's funny. Lauren said Jarson's rule. Yep, yep. Linda, you're growing some Jarsons and Kazulas? Yeah. I don't think you can be disappointed. People that breed in those, they know what they're doing, for sure. I'm excited to try all these new ones. They're so pretty, too. They're so pretty. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of having to keep reaching over here. Lauren, in one of your videos, I saw, if you're still watching, I saw that like orange thing that you have like dirt in, or it's like I don't know what it's called, but you have, I guess that's where you up pot. What is that thing called? Where can I find one of those? That would be good to have one of those right here because I just make a mess. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cindy. 24 and 25. Oh, they're on next year's grow list. Okay. Rowena. I think once you try those two, you're going to want to try more. I'm not not sure how many I've got going this year. A lot. I forget. Which one do I want to? I'll do this one. All right, this one's getting the fox farm. Yep, definitely just a little messy. And I know how to make a mess. I'm one of those people, I always make things look a lot worse until I make them better. All right. Kazula 105. Ready to go. Oh, I was going to tell you. I think I start to tell you guys stuff, and then I lose my train of thought, or I go on to another thought. Once I up pot, once I got a tray filled, either this tray or this tray, I will immediately water from the top, just to kind of get everything settled and give the roots a good soaking. And I'll also put a little bit of water on the bottom. And let the it soak from the bottom up too. But I immediately water afterwards, because if I traumatized any roots, just giving them a drink will perk them back up. Let's see, which one is this? Oh, this was, what did I just do? Did I just do 105? Gotta pay attention. I need this tag for this pot. Because this one already has a label. I thought when I was doing this, I was like, you're gonna screw some stuff up, but so far so good. I just gotta pay attention while I chit chat. Yeah. Sometimes they will kind of look sad after you up pot, but they'll perk back up. All right. So I have 2 backups of 105. Next, 72, and wherever I got these are from the Croatian seed store. I wrote that on the tag. Oh, I saw that video. Rowena, the video where the person had the wire mesh and it went right back in. It fell underneath. Yeah, that was, yeah. Everybody keeps showing me that video. My daughter's boyfriend yesterday was just like, hey, I saw this video. I'm like, yeah. And I could do this out in my greenhouse where I have the wire mesh, but then I'd just be standing. And so this one's a little shorter, so I'm going to put some dirt in the bottom of this pot before I set this one in there. Once. I only transplant one time. I mean, I only ever have. Now, I do have these like bigger pots. I guess if any of these get too big, which I don't think they will by the time I have to put them in the garden, I might take some of these that are like really good looking and then up pot them into this, but I've only ever done it once. That's just too much up potting. I'm going to be busy up potting all of my seedlings. I think I have 10 or 11 more flats of 32 of these, which have, for the most part, at least 3 seedlings, a container. So, it's going to take a while. I'm trying to commit myself to doing at least 3 on the days I'm off. So I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I'm also trying to commit myself to doing at least one flat, like this week coming. This will be my first week I try to do it. One flat on the days I do work. I say that loosely because a lot of times when I get home from work, it's about 6:30, and I don't want to think or move or do anything. It's just long days. A lot of like I'm a dental hygienist, so I'm like mentally focused, and by the end of the day, chatting with people and doing all that, and just being pleasant in general takes it out of me sometimes. So usually when I get home, it's the couch for me, but I'm going to, because I need to get these up potted. It has to happen. So um, I'm going to try to commit myself to doing that. We shall see. Yep. What a beautiful jungle. Kristen, you have a few ADHD and squirrel moments. You know what? I swear Ben has a little bit of ADD, but I don't know. Like, as I'm getting older, I think I'm developing a little bit of ADD. Like, can you do that as you get older? Develop? Well, it just seems like my attention span. And I think I read somewhere that because of all of the not social media, but like the screens that we look at, that our attention span and stuff is getting like I can almost not go to a movie theater anymore and watch an entire movie without like halfway through being like, I'm done. I want to do something else. We just went and saw the new Ghostbusters movie a couple weekends ago. That was good. I liked it. I did make it through all of that. I think I only thought one time. I was just like, okay, this needs to end. I gotta go. Go do something else. All right, this one's going in the orange pot. Okay. How many times? Oh yeah, okay. To the final spot. Yep. I already answered that question. Okay. I do once too, Lauren says. Yeah, I would start in these pots, but I did so many flats that I just don't have room. I'm a little bit, I put the wrong soil in here. That's okay. We'll fill it with the Fox Farm now. Oh gosh, see, I lost my train of thought. What was I just saying there? Party ice chest. There's stuff on ice in it when we entertain. The Lauren, the orange thing? It looked like it was like pinched at the corners. That's an ice chest? I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. It looked like an actual up potting doodad. I just don't know what the doodad is called. Okay. Oh gosh, which one was this? Which one was this? 72. Okay. Marilyn went to a plant sale yesterday, saw a lot, but the worst I've seen. Leggy tomatoes and peppers. Save 2 peppers. Ooh, what kind of peppers did you get? It's called a seedling, Matt? Oh, okay. Where'd you get it? I bet I could have ordered one off Temu, huh? I did place an order, my first order from Temu, and I need to do that haul because I did get a bunch of like garden stuff. Temu. Oh, I guessed right, yeah. Everybody in my family's like ordered from Temu in like a week's time. I felt left out. My daughter's boyfriend had ordered from it, and then my husband ordered some stuff from it. I was like, I'm gonna order from there too. And I got on there, and it's just so overwhelming. Oh golly, where does this go? Where does this go? Did that go? Was that supposed to go somewhere? Oh lordy day. Oh no, I've got it right here. Okay. I got scared. I was like, oh no, I didn't label something. It's the one I've got in my hand. Silly. Yeah. Well, Kathy, I don't know how I'm going to do it either, but I'm going to do it. It's got to get done. I think this year is the year I have done the most ever. But this year I did stagger plant. So I only did like 3 flats, started seeds, 3 flats, like for 3 or 4. For 3 weeks in a row. Every weekend I did. So the seedlings are growing at different rates. So I can up pot them at, like I said, a few each week. Try to get at least 4 done a week. Terry said garden caps. What are garden caps? I don't even know what that is. Did I not write? This is Kazula 72. Okay, I have like made a mistake, I feel like here. But what is it? Oh boy. No? No? Do I have 2 Kazula 72s? It's possible because I know I'm growing. All right, so this one goes in here. It's not a tag for that one. All right, put this back where it belongs. And so what size pots am I using? These are, I think, 2.5. And these are 3.5. So in the beginning, if you're coming on here late, I kind of explain what I'm doing, why I'm putting some in the bigger pots and then the rest in the littler pots. Gardening mat. Okay. Guess I'll have to make another order from Temu, perhaps. Okay. Let's bring some dirt over here. Lauren's leaving. Bye, Lauren. Love you too. I must not have made a pot for this one. Must have grabbed from this. I'll have to go back and rewatch myself. Make sure that I'm not screwing anything up. I think there was a couple of like Kazula 72 like from different places. Like Kazulas and Jarsons, sometimes you can get them from different companies and they look a little different. especially Jarsons. I know Jarsons, some of those can look very different from different places. So you guys have any questions for me? Anything you want to ask me? It doesn't have to be about up potting or anything like that. Let's just chat like friends, right? I'm getting a little more comfortable here. Yeah, I really want to. What? The seed mat's $1.97? Is that really? You got a pimento and a serrano, Marilyn. Free aphids. They had aphids on them? My gosh. Isn't it a little early for that? I had a big aphid problem with my green stalk last year with my micro dwarfs. And I think I mentioned this in a vlog where I didn't clean my my sprayer bottle. And there had to have been something in that sprayer bottle, because no sooner did I spray those poor things. Then it got they looked horrible. Like the following day, I think there was something in that sprayer bottle. So this year I've planned ahead. My sprayer bottles are squeaky clean and ready to go. Okay. Next up is there actually, I know it popped up on April Fool's, but I didn't actually look into it. Is there a pink green stalk? I saw a picture of it. But then it was on April Fool's Day. So was that like an April Fool's joke? Or my strawberries that I put in my green stalks, I have the 7-tier tower, and then I have the 5-tier, and in the 7-tier I put strawberries. And they're all, I like transplanted them because we're redoing a bed. And I just kind of grabbed handfuls of them out of the ground and then shoved them into the green stalk just haphazardly. And there, seems like when I do stuff like that, it thrives. But when I like baby something and and then it doesn't do as good. So sometimes I think just being rough with stuff and seems to work out better. Okay, this one gets this 136. Okay. Can you start the seeds in a 1-gallon grow bag? Sure, I wouldn't see why not. The only issue I have found, I up-potted a couple of my micro dwarfs into bigger grow pots when they were somewhat small. And what I'll do with those is I bottom water them. And I think that since the roots aren't really low down into the pot, you kind of got to pay attention a little bit more to like the watering until the roots, work their way down into like a bigger pot like that. Because like with these, when I'm up potting, the roots are, I drop the plant and the roots are at the bottom. So when I bottom water, the water is going to be touching the roots already. But yeah, I mean, you could start your seeds in the pot that you want to grow them in. For sure. All right, this one needs a little soil at the bottom. I didn't see a pink. Okay. It probably was an April Fool's joke. Which, haha, I guess that's funny. I don't know. Unless somebody really thought the pink one was pretty and wanted a pink green stalk, you know. I just saw it pop up in my feed, and then I saw the comment where someone said, "Well played, green stalk, well played," or something like that. And I was like, oh, this must have been a joke. I don't know. Hi, Sherva. How many tomato plants am I planning on growing this year? Oh, Rowena. So I have started seeds for, I think, about 460 varieties so far. So at least 460. Now, if I have room for more, then I will double plant some of my like super duper, I'm super stoked about ones like Lavorhine, Green Milo. There's a few that I'd like to have 2 plants of, but I don't know. I don't know what I have room for. I'm not great at like. I know that new thing came out. What is that? That seed app that is like really, really cool. And it'd probably be very helpful for me to do something like that, because I actually have no idea how many tomato plants I can grow. But I'm always adding piles of soil somewhere and trying to stick a plant in it. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to count. Usually at the end of the season, once I've got them all in there, I count them up, because I'm curious to know 137. Just how many I was able to stuff. Last year was the most. I just keep growing. Like tomorrow, or even after this, I think today, I might be heading over to Materville. And what I'm doing there is I'm adding piles of soil along the fence line so that maybe I can add some dwarfs next to it. Or pepper plants, or just stuff. Because right now it's just big piles of big wood mulch. I mean, eventually that wood mulch will break down and I'll be able to grow. But it needs a little something, something. See, there's another one where the cotyledons are still stuck together by the seed cap, and it did just fine on its own. I didn't have to spit on it. Because I was saying, like, sometimes you do that. You end up tearing like little chunks of the cotyledon off. And that's what's going to make your plant grow. The photosynthesis for the, and the nutrition for the plant. You rip apart the cotyledons. That ain't good. That ain't good for your plant. So I've learned, just leave well enough alone. So let me see here. Favorite Kazulas. 161, 174. There's one more. What is it? 161, 174. Oh gosh, it eludes me. There was a third. Oh, 133 was good too, but it was like more of it was a real pretty saladette. Like a pinky colored one with like yellow striping. It was really, really pretty. And but saladettes aren't my favorites, but that could be one. It was once 170, 179. Did I say 179? 174, 179, 161. Those were my favorites from last year. And 133 was good too. 138. We got 138, 138. Oh no, everything. Well, wait till you see my haul. Your gardening stuff was crap. That's unfortunate. Excuse me, I keep having to clear my throat. I'm sorry about that. Let's just say I need to pay more attention to measurements. Ben definitely got his eye roll moment for me as I was opening my stuff up. Oh, thank you, Marilyn. Oh yeah, you got your tomato plants in the ground. Every time I do, it's just like that after that first week, they just leap. It's so much fun to when you can finally get them in the ground and they can find all the nutrients that they want to find. I've really been working on building up my soil health and the amount of like compost that I'm adding to it every year because as you all know, well, maybe you don't know, I don't like to water. And especially here at my house, well, both places I don't like to water. I don't like to water here because I'm gardening on the side of a mountain and it's like a obstacle course to try to get I don't have like a watering system. It's just a hose. And to try to maneuver the hose without decapitating any plants or smashing into them, it's a hassle. So the more compost and like media that will soak up the water, the better, because I don't have to water. But I don't like the water over at Materville and now Pepperville because to turn on the water, you have to go down into the basement. And it's scary down there. And I don't want to do that. So I think I watered Materville twice last year. That was enough for me. I went down into the basement one time to turn the water on and I heard something. And I just kind of ran. I like screamed and kind of ran, like screamed to like try to scare whatever it was to stay away from me. Teresa, do I have any favorites I like to grow every year? Oh, I could probably think of quite a few that I'd like to, but I just don't because there's so many. I don't think this year I'm not growing. I'm only growing, I think, one repeat, and that's because the seeds I saved, I traded it with someone. Oh, I don't want to smash the leaves. I traded with someone, and they grew it last year from the seeds I gave them, and what they got was not what it was supposed to be, pork chop. So they sent me pictures and said, I don't think this is what pork chop's supposed to. So I'm regrowing pork chop to try to save seeds for it again because I scrapped the seeds that I sent them because I don't want to be sending out seeds. So pork chop is a real pretty like orangey yellow striped. It's it's supposed to be. It's really pretty. And the one they grew was just straight up, I think, orange, no striping or anything like that to it. So I think that's the only one I'm regrowing. There's several that I really, so here's my plan. My plan is, wait, what is this one? This one's KO2. Okay. My plan is that I want to grow like for the next 4 years, grow at least 400 different varieties of tomatoes. Do my taste test, you know, watch all the plants, which plants grow really well, pick out my favorites from those. And then the 5th year that I'm doing this, grow all of the favorites and then pick the favorites from those favorites. And then maybe at some point write a book about it. Yeah, I've got big dreams. You know, kind of do like a book like Carolyn Mayle did, where I don't know. I think that would be cool. It's on my bucket list to write a book. So what better book to write about than tomatoes? That's my plan, is to try not to grow any repeats, because I want to grow. I have so many that I want to grow. After that MMMM swap, oh my gosh. I got so many. And I'd already picked out most of what I was growing when I got that swap. So there's like hardly any of those going in here. And there are some really, really, really awesome varieties. But they will have to wait till next year. Yeah, next year's garden's probably going to be full of like MMM swap tomatoes. All right, what we got here? I need to pay attention. Nope. Jade Beauty did not germinate for me. I don't think I had a whole lot of seeds to begin with. And then the person that I got them from, because I got them in a swap, I asked her about them. I was like, did you get Jade Beauty to germinate? She hadn't even tried to grow. I don't think she tried to grow it. And they were old. They were old seeds. So unfortunately, that is one that bit the dust, and I don't have seeds to regrow. So it'll have to wait till next year till I can like retrade for it, I guess. All right, all right, all right. See how long it takes to just... how many have I done so far? It's been over an hour, and I've only done, you know, and partly because I'm talking too, but this is a arduous process. It just... But, like, I don't want to... Like, I could just, if I wanted to, just up pot one, right? And be done with it. But then what if something were to happen to this one? You know, so I can't do it. They germinated for me, and I have had some, not a lot, where I put them in the ground, and then I don't know what happens to them, and they die. There was, I think, two last year where it was a Xanadu Green Goddess, so I'm retrying to grow that one this year. I went through all three. I think I had 3 starts. I went through all 3 starts. I don't know whether it was the variety or what, but all 3 of them died. Or where I was putting it, maybe the planting hole had some sort of issue. I don't know, but I feel like it's a smart thing to do to have backups. So, feedback, guys. How is this live going? Are you enjoying yourself? Is there anything that you suggest that I do differently? Oh man, my hands are dirty, and I gotta write labels. Okay. I don't have a towel. Let's see if I can just dust them off. My soil is moist, but it's not like sopping wet, so I'm not like too wet. Let's see, just maybe do that a little bit. Okay. Have you grown Kazula 128? I don't think so. I might have that here. I might have that one here. There's 141. Yeah, I don't think I've grown 128. I grew 125, 225, 148. There's 127. 184. 186. 120. Oh man, I've only got 127 and it's very tiny. Yeah, so when I've got 127 and look how tiny it is. So like, I want to have them, the ones that I want to put in my garden, in these, so that it's easy for me to find them when it's time to put stuff in the ground. But like when they're this little, I'm gonna do it still. I'm gonna do it. I'll just have to keep an eye on the ones that are like teeny weeny like this, just to make sure that the water is getting to it. Okay, so I need to do my tree tags first. All right. It's going great. Like minds are always awesome to listen and watch. Okay, good. Thank you, Teresa. Thanks for the feedback. I like that it looks like you're in your regular home office up high. And this, yeah, this is, I thought, you know, I could make it maybe make it look better if I did it like out in the kitchen, like video wise, but I was like, no, I'm just going to take you guys. You're here with me. This is how I do it. I make a mess in my living room because this is my living room. Now, just be real. This is what a live is supposed to be, right? All right. K 141. This one has 3. Kazula 90. This one, and then I need a tape one. Yeah. Oh, Teresa, you're growing girl weird thing? Yeah, that was a good tomato last year. Oh gosh, what was I doing? K90, okay. Let's get some of these pots here so I keep reaching for them. See, yeah. There's a piece of tape on there from last year. I grew gunmetal gray. Sometimes I can get the tape off. Yep, it came right off. I do not like clean my stuff. I know some people like they have to sterilize all their pots and everything like that. I don't do that. I mean, so far I've gotten away with it. So what is this? 184. Yeah. Mystery tomatoes. I'm going to try not to do that while I'm semi not paying attention. Or sometimes like the tape will be on there and I'll just put the piece of tape over it. Seems to be fine. Green Thumb Gardener, you're doing great. I think all the other naked people will agree. So, does that mean you're sitting there naked watching me? That's funny. Guess better naked than never, right? Because 148 one. So some I'm actually writing Kazula and some I'm just writing K because I'll know. I might do that with the Jarsons too where I just write J. There's always Kazula and then a number. How hard is that to remember, right? Oh, I needed to do a pot for this one. Yeah, because there's 3 there. Okay. 48. And that's one of the things with Cazulas and Jarsons. You can have different variations of the same tomato. So like this is Cazula 148/1. So there might be a 148/2/3/4. I think that's fun. One year I think it would be fun to like grow all the variations of just the like one and then compare like how they grow, what they look like, how they taste. Logging in seeds while listening to me, Kathy. You got lots to log? That's one of the things I started a spreadsheet, like an actual Google spreadsheet of my tomatoes. There's something about computers. I just, I really like Lauren's spreadsheet. She's got pictures attached, and I'm so jealous because she can just go there and look at all her wonderful tomato varieties that she has to choose from. Whereas, I mean, I like just flipping through my seed binders. I don't know, it's just something hands-on, I don't know. But like I'm still sending people my trade list. It's just my handwritten trade list. It's sad, but it is what it is. 186. Okay. There's only 2 of that, so that'll be. Oh, there's only 2 of this one too. Oh, Megatron. All right, then we'll get to doing some more up potting here. This one's supposed to be a really cool multiflora. I'm excited. The most awesome multiflora I've ever grown. If you like cherry, well, most multifloras are. I think all flora. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not going to say that because I might be wrong. But and I can't even pronounce the name. Blancpampchen. I grew it. Was it 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. That was incredible looking. Talk about multiflora. Like you couldn't see any foliage because of all the flowers. That is a repeat. I am growing that one again just because I was enamored by it. So I am growing Blancpampchen. I can't pronounce anything. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's do Megatron first. This one, I don't know about this one. It'll be okay. Looks like the top of it has some like, do you see that? What is happening with those leaves? It's okay. It'll be okay because there's more growth over here off to the side. Maybe it started to dampen off, but it said, no, I'm going to be a fighter. You finally removed your greenhouse from inside the house. Yeah. Everybody keeps saying it smells like dirt in my house. I'm like, yeah. Definitely smells like dirt in here. It'll smell like dirt for probably the next month. Maybe I should add some dirt to the bottom of that one. Little blonde girl, what does that mean? Too freaking cold for naked. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold where I'm at. Right now we're having like a little bit of a cold snap. And it's like windy today too, so I'm not looking forward to working outside, but the sun's out. It's got to be done. It's one thing, I'm afraid of the wind. I am scared of the wind. I'd never be able to live anywhere where they have hurricanes or tornadoes or any of that. I'd lose my mind. The Hurricane Sandy that rolled through here, when was that? 2010? I can't, or maybe, yeah, was it 2010? After Hurricane Sandy rolled through here, we had a whole bunch of giant oak trees, like, and I had them all taken down, all of them. Which it was a good thing a couple of them were taken down, because when they cut them down, they had these giant holes going up the trunk of them, a couple of them. I guess, what do you call them? Was it tree ants or wood ants? Something had gotten to them. So after it, we even asked, we had like 7 of them in between, really close to our house, in between our neighbors and our house. And we even asked the neighbor, do you care if we cut down, we cut down 2 of his trees too. He was like, no, 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 you'd be doing me a favor. So yeah, I'm really, really scared of the wind. So when it's windy outside and I have to go outside to work, it's, you know, do stuff that scares you, right? That's what they say. Especially like when I'm wheelbarrowing stuff down in between mine and my neighbors to get down to the bottom of my garden bed. He's still got, his area is wooded. So where my garden is, it was, when we first moved here, completely woods. We cut down all the trees, then we made our yard bigger. We brought in a lot of dirt to make our yard bigger. And then after we did that, that's when I decided that I wanted to have a garden, and I had nowhere to put it. So Ben built me the garden beds down the side of the mountain. But yeah, he's still got all his trees there, and he's got those really, I don't know what kind of pine trees they are, but they're just top heavy. Like there's nothing, just a big tall tree, and then the top has all the stuff, and boy, they just like sway. And I'm like looking at him like, oh, as I'm wheelbarrowing my stuff down. Like, don't fall. Because it seems like every year, every couple years, one of them pine trees fall. He's only got a few left in his wooded area because every year, one of them falls. Oh, I ran out of space there for that one. So I'll start putting them in here. Okay. Oh, Michael, you've experienced hurricanes. Mm-mm. No. Well, you survived. Good. I'm glad that get out of there. Yeah, I remember during Hurricane Sandy, I was sitting in the basement steps just with my fingers in my ears because I just could not stand the sound of the wind howling. Oh, just picturing those trees just freaked me out. They had to go. The trees had to go. And then we left one tree because I loved it. It was different. It turned like really pretty orange in the fall, and that was the tree that fell and crushed my greenhouse and my chicken coop. Like, that was the only big tree we had left, and it had to do me like that. I was so upset. Yes. Good morning, Jerry. Oh, okay. Blonde Comption is little blonde girl. Oh, I didn't know that. Very cool. Thank you for teaching me something today. 148. All right. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry. Clearing my throat. How much snow was that? The blizzard in Virginia in the 90s? How much snow did you get? Amanda. Ah, you're too cautious and gentle. I just pick them up and swing them around. Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely not all that gentle with them. They're that one of the reasons why I love tomato plants so much is you can just really beat the crap out of them and they'll still be okay. Like sometimes one time I had some that were like super leggy. Like these are kind of leggy. So I'll toss them in the pot and then I'll kind of like bend the stem a little bit this way, bury it, and then bend it the other way. And that way I can get the stem, whoops, down in there a little bit more. Yeah, I've learned that, oh man, tomato seedling. Last year I was in another Facebook group and they did this tomato in a can challenge, like a micro dwarf in a can challenge. And the plant was doing pretty good, but you had to water it like a lot to keep the can watered. But something happened with that group. I got my heart broken and I just kind of kicked that can. And what is this one? Okay, it's already labeled. And it was like on its side, right? In my, like I literally kicked it. And it was on its side on the deck, rolling around in the wind for weeks. And I tell you what, that micro dwarf did not want to die. It, I think it lasted in the heat of the sun because it was I think June or July by then. It was pretty hot, and it stayed alive without being watered for I think 3 weeks. I just kept looking at it thinking, are you ever gonna die? Like tomatoes are incredible. All right, here is the 127 that looks very small. Did I not make a tag for it? I didn't, of course. These tags, well, I got all of my tags. These tags and these are actually colorful one, but they're faded because I used them last year. Amazon. I got them all at Amazon. I forgot there for a second what your question was. So I am going to really put some soil in this first. Pop this one out. This little guy here. Oh, well, there's one that tried to come up, but I think he's stuck in a seed cap. Can you see him? I don't know. I don't foresee him getting out of that. So I'm just gonna let him go. So I've just got the one of 127 here. So this one I am going to be like, oh my precious. Did I write on it yet? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, it is allergy season, Marilyn. I've had some patients that looking rough. Luckily, I don't really have allergies to anything. I feel very blessed in that because it looks miserable. All right, there's 127, my only 127. Let's see how 127 fares. I could maybe start more seeds of that one. I might do that. I didn't put it on my list, did I? I didn't, but maybe I should. Oh, not that one. All right. What's up next? 128. I agree with you, Rowena. Way nicer. We TLC, we try to include everyone, and we include everyone and we don't force them to participate. So everybody's got to start somewhere. And We want our group to be very, very welcoming. Should the soil be loose or compact? I assume you're talking about while you're up potting. I have, that's one thing that I do like about the Fox Farm. It's loose. It's very loose. It's got a lot of the perlite in it, it looks like. Maybe that's why the seedlings like it so much, because the mixture that I have, it's not as, I could add more perlite, but I've up potted seedlings. What is this one? 128. Both ways, where I don't recommend doing it this way. I think that the soil should be moist. I believe that when it's moist, like mine is now, that there's less damage to the roots when you pull them apart. When the soil's really, really dry, I find that while I'm pulling them apart, there's a lot more that just doesn't come, like a lot of the roots like came apart on their own, without too much breakage. So I wouldn't recommend doing it when your soil is really, really dry. And I think when you up pot, it's good to have a little bit of moisture too. Because now the roots are, already, drinking up some of that. What is this? This one's not 127. I need to get rid of this tag before I end up sticking it somewhere it shouldn't go. Repotted 120 plants yesterday. A mini disaster with my new game plant and planting this year. What was that, Olivia? What was the mini disaster? Yeah, that's a lot of plants to up pot. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then this one goes here. Oh yeah, the stamp game. You like that game? So in that other group, the stamp game was by far one of my, when that came out, I really enjoyed it. But you could only one person could play at a time, which I thought sucked. So when Lauren started TLC and I joined in to help out, she asked, is there any stuff that, you would, you want to add, like any games or whatever. And I had, at first I was just like, I don't want to, I really like the stamp game, but I don't like how it's played. So we all kind of brainstormed together, me, Keena, and Lauren, and I told them what I didn't like about the other group's game and how I wanted, everybody to be able to play, as well as, like, the way I changed it was like more than one person could offer, and then you could also offer it more than once. So like if you have a lot of seeds to offer and you wanted to play the game more and offer it more chances to more people, so I just upgraded the game to how I wish it would have been played in the other group. Rowena, seed starting day, 39 varieties. And then you're growing some for your sister and a friend. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'll end up, any of the seedlings that I have left over, I thought about putting up like one of those, like a table at the end of my driveway I thought about doing that with tomatoes too. Like when I have an overabundance of tomatoes, but for my seedlings, where, you know, you just put up a table and, you know, let's see, what is this one? K90. Kind of one of those tables where it just, you know, you go by the honor system and, you know, take what you want, leave what you can kind of thing. And just to maybe supplement my seed addiction a little bit with a little more funds. But I just never got around to doing it last year. So a lot of times I just give away the seedlings that I have left. But it would be nice to, you know, make a little extra dough to maybe buy some more Fox Farm. Annalise, yes. Stamp game is way better. Hi, Mindy. Oh, wait, no, Sean Marie. Oh, Sean. Okay. You're coming up as Mindy Lewis. I'm sorry. You gave away 157 plants last year. Wow, Teresa. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to like up pot and to water and to take care of them. Okay, and then this one, oh, no, this tag needs to go in this one. I maybe should have just went ahead and put a tape label on all of these because I feel like I'm going to screw this up. So, what do you guys think? Would you want to do this with me again? Maybe next weekend I go live again? You guys think of some questions and stuff and then we can get together again and do this? Or would you rather me like do something different? Like I'm trying to do more lives because they make me nervous, but I do enjoy doing them. Once I get going with them, I like it. But I thought that it would be cool, like to be able to do like maybe take you guys with. I don't know how it would work, the logistics of it, but like take you with me like planting day, like have a live where I actually take you with me while I plant, like a row at Materville and a row here. Or I just thought that would be fun because I feel like I've done videos of how I plant tomatoes, but like I have had a couple of years where I've done those videos and like it just seems redundant to do it like that again in that format. But if I were to do them live, I don't know. I just like including you guys with me. It's fun. What do you guys think? You're gonna offer your extra seedlings for sale, Rowena? That's neat. A few years back, I had tried to do something like that. I did sell on like Facebook one year, and I did make around $500 selling my seedlings. But with that, it's a lot of work to like meet people. I don't know. Call me lazy, but sometimes it just seems easier to just give stuff away than it is to have like a stand and sell or go. I don't know. Sounds like Mr. Ben is awake. I hear him coming down the steps. 128. 186. This is 186. I don't know if you can hear him. He's talking to Jade upstairs. Oh, last night during the live, guys, if you were there, I had started a load of laundry. I haven't watched the playback yet. I'm going to because there was so much information that Craig gave, and I want to go back and rewatch it, which is something I never do. I hate watching myself. But what was I saying? Oh, I started a load of laundry. It was so loud. I don't know if you could hear it. I'm almost scared to go rewatch because it was at the end cycle, and I had tried to stop it, but I guess I didn't push the right button when the live started going, and you could just hear it like, when the drum is like spinning all the water off. It was so loud. And I was like, oh my gosh, can you hear that? But Craig was like talking, and I'm like, man, everybody just listen to Craig. Listen to Craig speak. Don't listen to my washer. So was anybody there last night? Could you hear that loud, loud noise? Because I was sitting there thinking the whole time, oh my gosh, stop already. You didn't hear it. Okay, good, Annalise. Thank you. I'm glad you couldn't hear it because it was really loud for me. Okay. All right. 141. I 141. I think I'm really excited about this Kazula. I think it's like really, really pretty. Deb, you want to go to Materville with me? Okay. I think I will take you guys along with me because, like, I try to think of doing things that, like, I would enjoy seeing someone else that I like watching do. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should do that. Because if I would enjoy it, maybe you would enjoy it too. Which one of these? Well, pretty much the same. So I'll stick this one there and that one there. I think I need a little bit of soil on the bottom of this one. Okay, Michael, you couldn't hear it either. Teresa, you couldn't hear it. Just you, Lauren, and Craig. Okay, good. Because I was so embarrassed. I'm like, oh my gosh, not during the Craig interview. Come on. And I didn't want to get up and I didn't want to move. I was just like, please. Okay, you didn't notice the washer? Excellent, Jody. Oh, Olivia, thank you. It's relaxing watching me. Okay. I'm starting to relax too. I don't know. This kind of format of doing a video is really fun. Just sitting here chatting with you guys, talking with friends. I really like it. All right. There's 141. So these bootstrap farmer, they hold, what is it, 318? Yeah, half of what this one. So usually I have 2 of these after I'm done up potting. Oh yeah, okay, so Annalise, at the very beginning of the live, I explained why I'm doing what I'm doing. The orange pots, the bigger ones, these are the ones that I want to go into the garden. So I have so many seedlings that I started. I think I started 460 varieties. I honestly don't know how many will fit into my garden. I'm hoping I can shove them somewhere, but I'm putting these in these big pots because, of course, the bigger the pot, the more root growth there'll be, the better off the plant is when I go to actually put them in the ground. The littler pots, these are backups. These are the other seeds that germinated. So if something happens to these, I have a backup that I can, up pot or put in the ground if I need to. But these, and I just think it'll be easier for me when I go into my greenhouse and I have, 4,000 tomato seedlings. I will be able to like grab the trays and I'm like, okay, these go into my garden. These are backups. It'll be easier. I'm hopeful that I hope they all survive. But like if I have extra space to shove another one, then I'll have some extras. And plus these are my cups. These will not get given away. These are bootstrap farmer. They're like really tough. These will last a long, long time. These are from Greenhouse Megastore, I believe, and I do like these. or maybe these are from Amazon. I've ordered from Amazon these smaller 2.5 pots, 2.5 inch pots. But I like these better because if you look, they have like a wider bottom. So I feel like you can put more dirt in these as opposed to, where's the other ones? I ordered some of these. These are Bootstrap Farmer. Not all of them, but there's others that I ordered from Amazon that have the same bottom where the bottom is smaller. I don't know if I can show you. Can you tell? I don't know if you can tell the difference. But I just feel like these hold more soil, which means more room for roots to grow. But like, I'll give these away because they were cheap. But like my Bootstrap Farmer, oh, I paid a pretty penny for those. Okay, so this is the other Kazula 141. All right, let me look at the comments here a little bit. Yeah, I know you laugh a little bit at that. I honestly don't know how many will fit. It's been my experience that more is better, right? And just having, you know, not having enough, I feel is more stressful than having too many, at least for me. So I've got one overachiever in this bunch. This is 184. So I've got a couple of little ones. See, here's one where the seed cap, I'll show you. Oh, like all the dirt fell off of that one. It'll be fine. So the seed cap didn't completely come off. That's like a moisture issue. So I'm down in my basement where I have a wood pellet stove and it's hot. I try to keep things moist. I've tried to use humidity domes. I don't know why, but they just don't seem to work for me. I tried again this year and I had a couple of flats that stuff just didn't germinate. So I feel like, I don't know what it is. When I use a humidity dome, it just does not seem to work for me. So I restarted seeds and I didn't put a humidity dome on them and the seeds sprouted then. So, oh gosh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the seed cap, you know, when you have like a dry air kind of issue, the seed cap gets stuck. And they say like if you spit on it and pull it off, it's fine. But I don't like to do that. But you can see how the leaves are all bunched up in there. I don't know if I can coach them out. I'm not going to mess with it. It'll be fine. It'll do what it needs to do without me messing with it. So let's just put it in a pot. So because I don't have a whole lot of dirt, I'm going to fill this up. And then I'm going to stick my finger down in there. And then I'm going to slide the roots right down into the hole and then pack the soil in around it. I need some more dirt up here. Okay. That's a great system, Jen. Thanks, Annalise. I hope it works because these pots are awesome. Lauren measured the amount of soil that will go in these pots, and it's the same as a red solo cup, the solo cups. And if you've ever used the solo cups and tried to put them in one of the 10-20 trays, which I have, even just last year, I put some in red solo cups. And they just fall all over the place. So they're laying sideways. So when you go to like bottom water, the water doesn't get soaked up. And so I'm super pumped for these. I invested in enough that I could have one seedling for all of my, I think 460. I think I ordered enough. I hope. Oops, I better make sure this is labeled. Yeah. I did invest in some bootstrap because it just feels like it'll be less of a headache having the red solo cups roll out of the 10-20 tray, or just, plus they get top heavy when they get going really good, and then they knock over the solo cups too. So like I have these that Lauren gifted me, super sweet, and then I ended up getting like a whole bunch of black ones. I think I got order of the colorful ones too. Okay, what am I doing here? What am I doing? I should have another pot. I should have one more pot. What happened? Oh. What did I do? Oh gosh. No, not 141. This is 184. Did I need another pot? Oh, I know what I did. I didn't put one in the orange yet, did I? No, I didn't. I put it in the little one. Okay. Woo! Crisis averted. How do you keep your cat out of your pots? Hi, Missy from Kentucky. My cats don't bother my tomato seedlings. They don't mess with my pots. I don't know how I get so lucky, but they just don't. Rona will smell the dirt a little bit, but she doesn't ever mess with anything. I have some micro dwarfs out on the kitchen table because I keep needing to do a micro dwarf taste test. And she'll go out and smell them, but she never messes with them. I know some people have quite... My seeds, for whatever reason, like I have a box full of seeds, or if I put like seeds on the table, seed packets or whatever, she likes to lay on them. I don't know what that's about. She'll crawl into the box, lay on top of my seeds. Like I had the box last night because I was going through it, picking out the ones that didn't germinate so I can restart seeds. And she got inside the box and just sat in the box full of seed packets. She just likes to sit on them. So I'm okay with her sitting on my seeds. But yeah, she doesn't mess with my stuff. I'm very lucky in that sense. My cats don't. I have like basil plants and cat grass plants, and they know which plants are theirs. And they'll eat the basil and they eat the cat grass. Yeah, it's cheap. The solo cups are cheap, but they're a nightmare. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's just... I'm already stressing myself out enough. So my seedlings coming tumbling down onto the ground. I don't need that. I don't need that. So I thought I'll just invest. Everything that I bought from Bootstrap Farmer, I still have. And I've got these 10-20 trays that are like 4 years old and they feel brand new. All right, 184. All right, guys, I do still have more to do. Do you want to keep going or do you want to call it quits and come back? And do you want to come back next week with me when I pot seedlings again? Because I've had a lot of fun. Let's see. If I get this tray done today, I'm going to be... Yeah, it's still windy outside, but like I said, I do need to go and get some outside work done because the past 2 days, like yesterday before the Craig LaHollier interview, LaHollier interview, I've been saying his name wrong for so long, sometimes I slip up. LaHollier, I couldn't think. Like, it was really hard for me to, like, focus on doing anything. But, like, I got to get some stuff done. I have, like, oh my gosh. One of the things I wanted to get done this weekend is I have a ton of... The neighbors save me their bagged leaves and will drop them off on the side of our driveway. So I have... You might have seen in my vlogs, if you watch my vlogs, by the pool, the side of our pool is just covered in trash bags full of leaves. But now it's windy. I don't know how windy it is or how long it's going to be windy, but I really wanted to mulch up those leaves because I started a new leaf mulch bin, and I want to get those away from the pool and just kind of tidy up there by the pool and get those all mulched up and have them starting the breaking down process. And then the leaf bin that I started last year, it's, oh, it broke down. It's like less than half the size. And I went down to the bottom and oh, it's like, it's gold underneath of there, guys. The compost that it made it's gold. I'm excited. So I wanted to scrape off the top and then add the top that hasn't broken down to the other bend. And then I wanted to take buckets and fill the buckets full and have it ready to go, that I could take the buckets to Materville, so that when I go to plant up my tomatoes, I can put like 2 big scoopfuls of that leaf mold compost into the holes. Oh my gosh, I still feel like I'm talking so fast. Oh gosh, I'm covered in dirt. This is, I get messy. I get messy. And my iPad, oh, I don't want Ben to see the dirt on my iPad. Yell at me. All right, this is Jarson 1. Jarson. So we got to some of the Jarsons. Okay, keep it going and come back. Okay, I mean, I'm cool with sitting here finishing if you guys are. That'll be good. I'll have all my my 3 trays that I was supposed to do this weekend done, and then I'll try to do another tray, a little bit of a tray, maybe like a row every night after work this week. Jarson 1. So I only have 2 Jarson 1s. I have 3. This is Kazula 49-1. Okay, so all I need is one of you to say you'll come back with me next week. So I'll do this again next week. I'll try to plan it a little bit better. Yeah, I'll try to figure out when I'm gonna. It's usually in the morning. That's usually, I do like the morning while it warms up outside before I can get outside. Do this, and then I get myself outside. Michael, you could do it all morning. You are so sweet, Michael. Thank you. Neray, you're up potting too? Woo! Yay! It's a group effort. Oh, Rowena, you have a feral cat that's laid on them and killed them. Oh my gosh, I would just lose it. I haven't seen them in a while, but we have about, I think 2 of them are wild, but there's one that has a collar. But 3 cats that just are always around my property. They don't seem to ever mess with anything, and I'm cool with it because we have moles, which I just saw a mole yesterday where I have to like wheelbarrow my dirt down past the deck, and there must be some moles living underneath of there because I saw one run from underneath my pine trees to underneath the deck, and they're so ugly. I don't, what I'm everything has a purpose, right? What are moles good for? Are they good for anything? Like, what do they do? Give me a reason not to hate them, because they're creepy looking and they just dig holes in my yard. Those and the chipmunks. There's always holes in my yard. Okay, thank you, Sasha, for your feedback. Dixie Bell, did I have trouble getting my Jarson 1 to germinate? Well, I got 2 of them. Oh no, there's 3. I can't count. There's 3. No, I guess I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did. At least I don't think I did. No, there were some Kazulas and Jarsons I had to reseed. I don't remember what they are now, though. There were just a few of those, but I really had an issue, and I think it was, again, I think it might have been the humidity dome. My lawn keepers that I got from Meraki. I was concerned there for a minute because there were so many of them that didn't germinate, but then I removed the humidity dome, reseeded, and all of them popped up the second go round. So, whew, crisis averted there. I didn't really have a whole lot of issue with germination. just the ones that I told you I use like a humid. I don't know whether it is like my basement conditions or I don't know, but it just feels like humidity domes are not good for me. I don't know. They just don't work well for me. So, you know, I keep playing around every year. I keep playing around with how I do things, take people's suggestions. I figure out what works for me and, you know, what might work really well for you, might not work well for me, vice versa. So sometimes you just got to do what you got to do and figure it out. Like, what was I doing? Tape. Where is the tape? Oh, Lord. Here it is. Okay. Focus. Okay. All right, that goes in there. What else I got left? Got Kazula 83. Okay. Only 2 of those. Moles aerate the soil and eat slugs. Okay. Thank you. Because, yes, there's a lot of slugs. Our fire pit like area, if you've watched any of my vlogs, our fire pit area is like made of wood. And oh my gosh, at night we'll watch outdoor movies out there. I have cushions that we put on the fire pit area, but sometimes like you'll be sitting there and big old slug, like, because I guess they like the wood. I don't know, but they're, ugh. Ben found one the other day. We were burning some of that wood, and I gave it to the chickens, but it was like that big. It was huge. It was, but okay, moles eat slugs. Moles are, and aerate. I believe that they do aerate the soil, the holes they put everywhere, for sure. They aerate it. All right. This is Kazula 30, and I have 3 of those. I need one of these. All right. Do it again next week. All right. I will come back with you guys next week. Is mine on this tape coming off of here? So I'll post on, I'll probably pre-post it and figure out what time I'm going to start and have a better lockdown on when I'm going to do this. This is Jarson 1. Oh no. So I've got Jarson. Okay, yeah, Jarson 1 from Tomato Eden, and then Jarson 1 from, I just wrote L. What could that possibly mean? I'll have to look at the seed packet. So these 2 Jarsons came from 2 different places. Oh, Lauren. So I don't think she got her Jarsons from Tomato Eden. So I wanted to grow both of them because they looked different. So yeah, so I need to write on that's from Tomato Eden. Confusing, I know. But hopefully it won't be confusing when I go to plant them and then like take the fruit from them and do the taste test for them. So we're going to see which Jarson 1 is superior. So I'll have to figure out, I know she told me where she got her Jarson 1 from. So I'll have to remember to ask her again or look at the messages that we got. So Jarson 1L. Missy asked, oh, beer for slugs. I've heard about that. Missy asked, oh gosh, where did it go? Have you ever had a tomato you totally hated? I had a few last year. I realized I do not like antho, like super duper antho varieties. I'm actually growing a few this year, so it'll make for some fun taste tests, guys. I'm doing Black Beauty, Blue Beauty. What are some of the others? But I believe, was it Ananas Blue? That was a spitter. Excuse me. Chupa Chups. Now there's a bunch of different varieties of Chupa Chups. I'm actually growing Chupa Chups Pink. Kina said that was one of her, she really liked the taste, the flavor of Chupa Chups Pink. So I'm growing that one this year. There's a couple other Chupa Chups Orange, Chupa Chups something. But I just grew the regular old Chupa Chups. And I was able to chew that one up and swallow, but I really did not like it the entire time it was happening. So those are the two like top, to me. I'll never put those in my mouth again. I don't love the anthem. Now Ben, he was like, oh, it's not that bad, and I was just like, to each their own, dude. They were that bad for me, but like I always say, grow them for yourself, try them for yourself. What I don't like, you might love. So, but if you have similar tastes as me, or you think that you do have similar tastes as I do, avoid them. Those are spitters. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, Annalise, I will try to, after I get done this, maybe tonight or tomorrow, decide exactly when I want to do the next week's up potting and give you guys like a whole week to prepare for it. Okay, 61, because who was 61? Okay, and then I've got 3 of those. Oh, thanks, Sasha. Yeah, these are things that I should do myself, like tell you to hit the like button, hit the heart button, go subscribe. I don't remember to do that kind of stuff. Take that tape off there. Ooh, sorry if that was loud. All right, Kazula 61. What we got left here? Oh, we only have 2 of Kazula 126. This is from, I guess it was labeled this way, Kazula 126 / question mark, whatever that means. These came from Tomato Fifu. I think I got those in a trade, or somebody gifted them to me. I'll label them just like I got them and put Fifu. Okay, and then down to the last 2 here that I'm labeling. Look at those roots. You see them? Yeah. Bottom watering. See if I missed anything here. So there's some people that have been having some trouble with the Jarson 1. Do you know where your Jarson 1 came from? This is Kazula 66. I did end up ordering a whole bunch more Kazulas from Tomato Eden. I have not gotten that order yet. So I don't know if I'll be starting any of, I shouldn't start any of those. If I'm smart, I won't start any of those. But I don't even know when they're that they should be arriving here, I would say in the next week or so. I would think. Oh, you got yours from Lauren. Okay. So I'm gonna have to ask her where she got hers from. I don't remember. And then this one is, I got 3 of those. Jarson 3. I feel like, I know Lauren sent me a really sweet letter with a bunch of Jarsons in it. And in the back of my mind, it just keeps telling me, you don't have enough Jarsons. You should probably start some seeds of some of those Jarsons. But I don't know. I don't know if that's smart. I mean, I'm already, like, thinking this is far too many plants. But like I said, better to have too many and not enough. Okay. Well, let's just get started with the Jarson. I think I'm ready to get the rest of these done. Okay. Jarson 3. I'll pull this one out. These I don't need anymore. These I don't need anymore. After I get this done, I'm going to have to clean up this area a little bit. Although, I really didn't make... Having you guys with me made me less messy. Is that... I feel like I'm slightly less messy. Just trying to impress you. Just trying to impress you. Yeah, like... This one was not as moist, and boy, I just tore a lot of roots. I think it's better to have it moist because then the dirt kind of like falls apart. It's okay. They'll be fine. So this is the one that has the thickest stem. This is the one that's going in the orange pot. Boop. Boop. I mean, this one would be a good one too. It's got the most roots still intact, but at the same time, I'm not sure if all those roots are this plant's roots because I might have ripped them apart from this one. This one's got the thickest stem, so this one's the one that's getting the straight Fox Farm. I don't know if I said that either, Annalise. The orange cups are getting straight Fox Farm soil. The little backup cups are getting my mixture that's half half Fox Farm, and then half like my mixture of like it's peat moss, vermiculite, perlite, some worm castings, and bat guano. And I said in the beginning of this live that the seedlings that I started in just straight Fox Farm are the best looking seedlings. So I'm giving the ones that I want in my garden the best. And then the backups, they're getting the semi. It's got Fox Farm in it, so, but Fox Farm it's really good, but like I said, it's really pricey. Like, I looked into like buying. I don't have a pot. I'm just gonna set them in there. Okay. I looked into getting like a pallet of the Fox Farm stuff, but which is a really good deal if you can get like a whole pallet of it. But I don't know how much like delivery of that would be, or would I be able to like get it delivered to a store? Because right now I'm ordering it off Walmart.com. You can't buy it in any of the stores. I did find it last year at it's called Mile Level Farmers Market and Greenhouse. It's in Bedford, Pennsylvania, and I did see it there last year. And it wasn't, I mean, it was a good deal there too. Like they had like so this bag here is, what is this bag? 1.5 cubic feet, and I believe the bags, let's see, you're okay. I believe the bags that I got, or I got one bag actually, because I just wanted to try. This one gets this. It was 3 cubic feet, and What was I saying? Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Let's look at the comments. I forgot what. Yeah, Fox Farm's pricey. Is it expensive in Canada? Ugh. Promix. I did get a couple of things from Walmart actually, like the store actually where I live carried. Like where I live like in the sticks. Like there's not a whole lot of places to shop where I live. We've got Walmart and then we've got a small TJ Maxx. And those are pretty much the only stores I go to here. We don't have Home Depot. Our mall is so sad. We used to have JCPenney. We used to have Bon-Ton. There's like none of those stores there anymore. I so wish we could get a Marshalls or we don't have Target. Yeah. All right, this one has 3. Did I not write one for this? Oh, that's right. I made it. I didn't think I had 3, but I do have 3 starts. So this is Jarson one from Tomato Eden. Oh gosh. Oh, I was saying I got Pro Mix from Walmart. It's pretty good stuff too. I think that was my first batch of for my micro dwarfs. When I up potted those, I used a mixture of my mixture and then a bag of the Pro Mix. And everything did well in that too. I don't think this might be the first year our Walmart carried the Pro Mix. I don't remember ever seeing it before. It's usually just the like generic not good stuff, and then what is that other stuff? I can't think of the name of it now. Happy Frog. Not. No, I haven't tried the Happy Frog. $25 for a bag of Fox Farm here in Canada? Oh well. How big of a bag though? Because this bag right here is 30. Yeah. That's how much that cost. I know, I'm nuts. What is this one? This is Jarson 1 from Eden. Let's get this one out. Jarson 1. Oop. Yep. Okay. 30. That's pretty much what I paid for from Walmart.com. Might have even been a little more, like 32 or something like that. Yeah, it's pricey stuff, but I gotta say, if you can swing it, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Lauren was right. Thank you, Lauren, for suggesting that. All right, is this one? This one gets this one. And then this one gets the frog. No, I don't want to waste it. I try to fill it in the bag so the excess falls in the bag. Okay. What is this? That's weird. Kind of looks like the stuff that you put in like the bottom of Easter baskets. What is that stuff called? I just pulled that out of there. Okay. Jarson 1, Tomato Eden. Okay. So, Teresa, is that what you use? Do you use Happy Frog? Is it good? Kina's is different from Lauren's Jarson 1. Yeah, I think that's, I think I got the Tomato Eden ones. I don't know if I bought them or if I got them from Kina. Get your little roots in there. So what did y'all think of Craig last night? Was that not amazing? That was amazing, wasn't it? He is so just so personable. So easy to talk to. When we had our meeting the day before, I was just like, this is going to be so great. Everybody's just going to flip out. He was great. So is Happy Frog like comparable in price with Fox Farm? I've seen it like when I go on Amazon when I was looking for the Fox Farm where I could buy it. I did see that Happy Frog. I don't remember what the pricing was though. Loved Craig. I super enjoyed it. Yes, I can't wait to have him back. I'm so stoked he offered to come back. I'm like, yes, because I'm really interested. I bet he could just like tell us so much information on like genetics, like on how to like breed and stuff. Ugh, yeah, I bet he's so full of information. He just, yeah, he was just, I was enamored by him last night. He did have a great vibe. I loved it. Okay, what was this? 126 question mark. I don't know what that means. Stick that in there. A little less, but still pricey, yeah. Happy Frog is also made from Fox Farm. It's a lighter recipe than Ocean Forest. Okay. Yeah, I think I did see someone post about that, Alex, where they were really upset because all of their seedlings got burnt because they used which I mean, I'm kind of glad I started most of my seedlings in like my half mixture. Because you know, oh, I saw that and I was like, yikes. But yeah, I think they said that the like what I've got right here, I gotta move my legs. This is not the most comfortable place to do this at, but like I said, like the TV's there most of the time when you guys aren't with me. I'm watching like what am I watching right now? Supernatural. I just finished Ghost Whisperer. You know, watching a little bit of trash TV makes the time pass. Um, but yeah, so yeah, my seedlings they were getting like a half mixture of Fox Farm. So I honestly don't know if you should start seedlings in this particular, but maybe the Happy Frog might be a better option to do that since it's like a lighter mixture. Because gosh, that would be a bummer for your seedlings to pop up and then they burn because there's too much, you know, fertilizer. Now I am watering with fish emulsion, a light dose of fish emulsion when I water. Um, Pulling them apart. I mean, you just have to tear your seedlings a little bit. They're fine. I just love tomato. Let's see, which one do I want to? They're so resilient. Yep, this one. Oop. And then this is 30. So what's everybody doing with the rest of their day? I told you what I'm doing. I'm headed to, well, I tell you what my plan is, but I also wanted to mulch up those leaves. So I, I'm probably gonna vlog, so you'll see what I am actually up to today later on, but it's either Materville or it's the leaves. Getting that job done, because I really want to have the buckets of leaf mold ready and sitting in my greenhouse, ready to go and prepared for when it's time to put these beauties in the ground. But what are you all doing with the rest of your weekend? It's Saturday, right? Saturday, yeah. Saturday, because last night was Friday. Yeah. I never know what day it is. Never know what day it is. Okay, this goes in there. Supporting, napping, eating. That's a good day. And thank you for supporting me. You guys are so, you guys bring so much joy to my life. And I really enjoyed hanging out with you this morning. I actually can't wait to do it again. Thank you for making it so easy to just sit here and do what I do and also have friends with me while I do it. Like, okay, I need to stop because I feel like I might cry. Okay. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. Kazula 30. I hope you're a tasty one. I'm so excited for tomatoes. Again, it's been so long. Ben and I went out to eat the other day, and they had a salad bar. And the tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes on there, ugh, no thanks. They were gross looking. Did not eat any. Gotta change positions again. Baking. Oh, Teresa, what are you baking? Alex, what kind of other plants do you grow that are more sensitive to the fox farm? Is that it for that one? Yeah. Oh, Jerry, you're putting an engine in a truck. Oh, I hope you have fun with, oh, look at those. Which one's this? Kazula 61. They look real good. Look at the roots. They're about to get destroyed. Breads and cupcakes for your church. Ooh, yummy. Ooh. That's a little too low. A little bit in the bottom. That's better. Can you guys hear the wind? We have really old windows. Every year we say we're gonna get new windows, and we never do. This house was built in '79, and it's still got the old like wooden windows where the glass. There's a couple of windows up in the one room that the glass will fall out of the wood, and we have to like re-glue it. So yeah, we really need new windows, but because they're so old, the wind just howls through them, which me being someone that's afraid of the wind, you'd think I'd be like right on it trying to get new windows, but at the same time, I think kind of it, you know, it's good to have like some airflow and not have, you know, all your air just stagnant in your house. I don't know. Sometimes my thought process is I just make stuff up that sounds good. All right. Never doing multiple seeds per pot again. I wouldn't if I could, but I just don't have the space for starting seeds that way. Because this is just, oh, if I, if I ever have, I would just do one seed per pot and then not have to do this up potting process. But it's what I've been doing since I started because I just like to do an incredible amount of seedlings because I'm a nut. And tomato plants are so resilient that you can do this too. And pepper plants too, I find. Because I do multiple seedlings per pot there too. I have to count. I'm not sure how many peppers I'm doing this year. But it's a heck of a lot more than last year, I can say that much. And I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, some of my variegated hot pepper plants, which I'm starting a bunch more seeds of those. Man, I had a bunch of seeds that was my real issue this year was pepper seeds. There was like a whole bunch of them that did not germinate very well. Yeah, that's what I space restrictions. I just to start the seeds as early as I want to start them. I don't know. I mean, now that I've got my greenhouse, you know, sealed off to where it's retaining heat and actually the heaters that I have in it are actually bringing the temperature back up. Oop, I broke something off of there. I might dabble in trying to seed start out there. I don't know. Well, just see where the wind blows me. All right. What was this one? Jarson one from Lauren. All right, guys, we are almost finished. We got, well, we didn't do this. We got 2 more here. Oh, no, I didn't want to do the fox farm with that. Oh, don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it. We'll just, let's do, and I don't want to get confused. All right, let's do this one. And we'll use what I just made a boo-boo doing. Not paying attention. I did so good so far. Being, you know, careful. Getting the right dirt in the right pot. Okay. So, are any of you watching Pepper People? Do you, are you more pepper people than tomato, or are y'all like super duper tomato lovers? I'm really trying to expand my pepper selection. Is there any that you would recommend? Yeah, I really want to grow more peppers, hence Pepperville. What was this one? This is 83. Oh, no, I have another one. Oh, okay. I thought I had 2 left. Now I have 3. Oh, Annalise. I am okay. I already like that was what I did yesterday and the day before. I've separated all of my pepper seedlings, but I'm starting more seeds today. I got this really cool, oh, ouch. So I could maybe do a live where I do that, but I had someone awesome send me all these really cool pepper seeds, and I cannot not plant them. I have to start some seeds. Oh, shoot. That's not good. I probably should not open this up. She sent me some really fun stickers that I just dropped in my Fox Farm soil. Oh, I'm a mess. Let's see. She sent me Cow Killer. That's got 1,000,000 Scoville. Is it Jalapa Jalapeno? 7-pot Primo. Like, I can't not start seeds. So I'm definitely going to be. Then she sent me a bunch of sweet ones too. Matika Gold Medal. Una Big Hot White. Well, I'm guessing that's a hot one. One called Livian Than Gnarly Scorpion Caramel. Like, the seed packets have the pictures on them, and yeah, this is happening. So now that I've made a mess, so I'm starting more pepper seeds. It might be a little late for me, but I don't care. I'm sure I have a pretty long season. I'm in zone like 7A. So sweet Marconi. Yeah, ooh, I'm doing I think 3 different kinds of Marconi. The red, an orange, and a purple one that's called Violet Marconi. I'm very excited for that one. I'm running out of space to put my stuff here. Yeah, they're hot ones. So as I do want to do some pepper taste tests, but like the super hot ones, one of you said that I could probably do it, like with a bowl of ice cream beside me, but I don't know if I should even attempt that. But my daughter's boyfriend volunteered to do some taste tests of peppers for me, so maybe I will just sit and observe. But I'm growing them because they're just they're too pretty not to. And I have people that I work with that will gladly take them. Plus, I'm going to try to save seeds so I have more seeds for trading next year so I can be more active in Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap. God, I'm like looking at myself and my hair is a hot mess. It's okay. This is Kazula 66. Okay. Indigo. Let's do this one first. Wait, yeah, this goes in here. Okay. Can we invite Craig to be a consultant on TLC? Well, he's not on Facebook, so sadly, no. The only social media that he has is Instagram. And so he was talking about that last night, that he'll do live Instagrams, which he just did one, I think. Was that last week? I think it was like was it a Tuesday? I think I was at work when he did it, because I remember thinking, oh dang, I wish I could have joined. But yeah, he only has Instagram. He got rid of Facebook. So we won't see him on there, sadly. Oh, thanks, Annalise. You ordered a sticker and some other things. Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very cool. Yeah, Ben. He is the best. He's very supportive, and then he does stuff like that for me. He created all the stuff that you see in my shop. If it were up to me, I'd never end up doing anything. I'm not that creative. Like this shirt, he created this. The stickers and stuff. There's a sticker on there with my face on it. Yeah. Okay, this is 66. Oh gosh, I'm actually very proud of myself that I was able to get through this without screwing up. Like, I thought to myself, you're going to have stuff mislabeled and you're going to get lost. I did pretty good. I did pretty good. Oh, Olivia, you listen to music while you're working in the nursery? I listen to podcasts or a book. Sometimes I'll listen to music like when I'm doing like the hard work, like hauling dirt and stuff. I'll put on some of that heavy metal music. Keeps me going. All right, what was this one? This one, okay, that one's good. Okay. Down to the last one here, guys, right here. Oh, I shouldn't say that's the last one. It's the last one of 3. Yep, I told, the minute you asked for some Enjoy Your Day stickers, I told Ben, and he got right on it. He's actually in the process now. Lauren and I wanted to make our, because I said I listen to podcasts. It takes me an hour and 15 minutes to get to work and then an hour and 15 minutes to get back home. So I listen to a lot of podcasts. I also even listen to YouTube channels now because I don't have any time to actually like watch them anymore. But we're actually trying to make our tomato talks. Ben's working on it into podcasts. So he's hopefully in the next few days, he will have that figured out. And if you're not able to watch or be live with us, but you might be able to listen to us while you're in your nursery working or, you know, planting tomatoes. I got a bumper sticker too, been made. These aren't in my shop. These are just for, we just ordered a couple to just see. I think we got them. Did we get them from Canva? I can't remember. Ben did all the ordering. Oh no, I'm out of orange cups. Okay. I mean, I have more. They're in that box, but I'm not going to get up to get them. What was I saying? Oh, bumper stickers that promote my YouTube channel. So with my long drive to work and back home, maybe having that bumper sticker on my car to get some more people to come have a look at my channel. All right, last one, 49-1. Last one in the big pot. I keep saying last one. It's not the last one. I still have 2 more I got to put in dirt. We got this one. And we got this one. And then that's going to be it, guys. So, I will, like I said, I'll do this again next week. This was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are wonderful. How you just jump on board, and I was, you know, I get super nervous doing these. And but today was good. I feel like it went well. I enjoyed chatting with you. Now it's time to go play outside. Jen, you bring us a lot of joy too. Oh, thank you, Olivia. And Green Thumb Gardener, thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me smile. All right. That's it, guys. Last one was Kazula 49-1. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me, guys, today. I think I'm going to call it quits. I really need to go wash my hands and clean up my mess here and get these all out into the greenhouse. But I will catch you guys either next Thursday or Friday morning. I'll actually put up like a promo for it. So, all right, I'm gonna say goodbye. Enjoy your day, everyone. My messy hands. All right, bye guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. It was a blast. Okay, I gotta get up out of my chair here to turn it off.